So we got breaking news. Looks like Jalen Hurts has been paid by the Eagles. Big money bag. Hurts. This man gets 5 years, $255 million with 179.3 whatever million guaranteed.
Sheesh.
That now makes him the highest paid player in NFL history. Congratulations,
Round of applause,
guy.
man.
Well deserved. And he handled it correctly. First initial reactions, what do you think?
For me, I'm happy first and foremost for Jalen Hurts because I think he's a good dude, right? So just taking it as the player, the person, I think it couldn't have happened to a better dude, a guy that has shown the ability to see it through, right? So root to the Q. Shout out to my dog Jalen Hurts, but he has shown that he can see it through all the way back from his Alabama days, working as a starter, getting benched, coming back in, helping his team to the national championship. He also won a national championship going to Oklahoma after graduating early, coming into the league, being doubted his first couple of years in the league, and now having a hell of a season, MVP caliber season. You see what loyalty finally paid off for somebody that took the correct steps in his career. So I can't be much more, happier than anybody with anybody in the league than I am with Jalen Hurts getting his money, man. This kid earned his money, stayed down, good dude. Uh, Team implications. Uh, I know it's probably going to hurt some team building things, but 51 million a year to Jalen Hurts off of like a year and a half of really good football says a lot. And also, I do want to give a shout out to, as you see on the screen, Nicole Lynn of Clutch Sports Group, which is a black woman. A black woman reached out to Jalen Hurts after his college career was over. Just shot him a DM asking him, "Hey, do you have an agent?" I'm paraphrasing. Do you have an agent? If not, I would like to link. And she shot a Hail Mary shot and synced it, from deep. Boom. She parlayed that into the biggest contract in NFL history. So salute to Jalen. Salute to Nicole. So many good things about this signing, man. So salute.
Yeah, to get a little further in the I guess the inside of this contract, it will be 51 million guaranteed, which makes him first in the NFL. That's where I guess they get the whole highest paid contract ever. With that, 110 million guaranteed at signing. He also got a $23 million signing bonus, which is like 35th in the league, whatever the hell that means. But his true value is obviously 255 million, which is third in the league. Yeah, overall, I think that's a great signing. Nicole, congratulations with that. The way they handled the contract negotiations, nobody would ever knew this was ever going down, right? I mean, this is the way you want to handle it. This is good business. When you start putting it in front of things can get messy. Lines can be crossed and people can take it, especially if you're a very sensitive guy. And obviously going into what Lamar contract is going to look like, and obviously with the whole Devin White situation with the Bucks, making that known that he wants to have a contract, and also there's another contract there was another player that just came out not too long ago.
Buda Baker.
There you go, Buda Baker.
Right.
But something like this is obviously being rewarded. The man, like you said, coming to the NFL wasn't looked and touted as highly as he should have been. And then on, first year had his struggles, but you saw the growth and the progression after year 2 and 3. And this is a well-deserved. Obviously, he's not a first-round pick, so he doesn't have that fifth-year option. So this made the most sense when it happened. And obviously, with the salary cap going up, this is going to end up being a value pick eventually. So with all that being said, Lamar Jackson situation, do you think this helps or does this hurt Lamar's chances?
Personally, I think it kind of complicates it a little more. So I would say it hurts it more because you kind of you can basically, this contract with Jalen Hurts is going to reset the conversations for Lamar. Whatever, how much ever progress they made up until this point, you have to kind of re-look at things after the Jalen Hurts contract comes out. We see 179 million, guaranteed 110 at the signing, at time of signing. Lamar has to go back and look at that. He has to compare that to the reportedly 133 million that he was offered guaranteed, right? So the importance on these contracts in the NFL is that guaranteed money and when you're going to get paid, right? So it's 133 million guaranteed, of how much of that would be at the time of signing, which would be much less than the 133. So it's for Lamar, he has to look at Jalen and say, hey, I want to model my contract similar to Jalen's, or is it true that he's trying to aim for a Deshaun Watson contract? Because Deshaun Watson uh, got, just over how many more million? He's
230.
like 60 more million. No, 50 more, almost 50 more $1 million than guaranteed than Jalen Hurts, right? So Jalen
Yeah,
Hurts got 179, almost 180. Deshaun got
about
230.
50.
So
About 50.
yeah,
Yeah.
about $50 million difference in guaranteed money, right? So that's that area that these owners are letting you know that, hey, we're not trying to guarantee you that extra 50, right? So we see a window has opened there. Can Lamar Jackson get somewhere in that window? Will it make him happy to be in that window? Or for the Baltimore Ravens, do they value him at less than 179 million guaranteed? So if they see him as less than that, that only going to make it tougher for them to agree to a deal now that Jalen Hurts number has been put out there. So I think it complicates Lamar, depending upon how far negotiations were they in compared to what came out today. It can set things back even further.
First of all, Lamar, sign yourself Nicole Lynn. I'm saying that first and foremost.
Stick with, yeah.
You need to do that first. Second of all, this is definitely a blow to Deshaun Watson and what he believed his value is, right? Jalen Hurts now making that close to 180 million, and in my opinion, has done more now in his career than Lamar Jackson. I understand he's an MVP. That's an individual award. But you were able to be part of a team and lead your team to a Super Bowl. Jalen Hurts has made it to the playoffs, if I'm not mistaken, every single year, or maybe that first year he did not get in.
Yeah, last two. Mm-hmm.
Right. This definitely hurts Lamar because Lamar wanted that 200, and it at least being reported, and he has not rebutted it. He hasn't rebutted either one. He hasn't rebutted the 133 that was offered. He has rebutted that it was being said that Lamar wanted the 230 plus $1 of what Deshaun Watson had in his deal. Now that you have a guy that went to a Super Bowl that's just now signing, honestly, you should be getting less than what he got currently right now. The man's never been hurt. He's played. He's been there available for his team every single time. Look, again, Lamar, I want you to get paid, man. I wish every player gets paid, right? I honestly think that quarterbacks get paid way too much and get too much credit, but that's what the market is, right? And you got to call it for what it is. But yeah, this is not going to help Lamar. He has to kind of see where that even medium is, because honestly, I don't think Baltimore needs to do anything else but be ready for Lamar to sit there and be like, are you ready to talk now? That's basically it. Because now I think that he needs to probably make, which I mean, he's next in line. And I guess you can rebut. Now he can say he wants 80 million plus, $1 if you want to go that direction. Because that Deshaun Watson, let's be real, that deal was terrible. That was the worst
That's an
NFL
outlier
contract
deal.
in NFL history. That there's not even a question about that. So he needs to get that out of his head. You just got Odell Beckham. He's getting paid 18 million now. I mean, how much more do you need to cripple your team? Because it's still about winning in the NFL. What have you done for me lately? And that's the part I think you are kind of afraid, because if you get paid your contract and they have to strip the team down even further and y'all struggle, guess who's going to come back on? Lamar. So you need to get to that table, because if I'm not mistaken, Jalen Hurts' deal also opens the door to assist with them also still being able to bring players in. I heard something about that. So again, Jalen Hurts is taking a team-friendly deal, but still getting paid. That's what Lamar needs to really be like, you know what? I'm not going to tell him what to do, right? I ain't going to do that because obviously there's going to be people that's going to want to do it. Cleveland played Deshaun Watson. There'll probably be somebody that will want to pay him as well, but it don't look pretty for Lamar, in my opinion. I don't like it. You know, it is what it is.
Right. Do you think that how much value do you see in Lamar's leverage of saying, hey, I'm not going to show up to any off-season programs. I'm not, training camp, OTAs, mini camp. Really, we see what the Ravens are without him. Is there any value in him holding out for the deal that he wants, or should he just take what the Baltimore Ravens is offering?
I mean, what they're offering is not a bad deal. I mean, well, initially, when you're looking at the other contracts that were already signed, now that you have the 180, I'm like, okay, now we're getting in the middle of kind of where you want to be, and now we have, like I said, Jalen Hurts who just got signed with 180. Maybe we can now get close to this and settle at something at this. It's going to take both sides. And look, Baltimore is one of the more upstanding organizations in the NFL in general. You don't see them screwing players over like you see some of these other organizations do. They're going to pay him what they think is, right. And, right now, until something else comes out, I trust the decision-making of the Baltimore Ravens. And like I said, for Lamar's sake, I hope, and Baltimore's sake, they can find that meaning for they can go out there and win some more games and, be competitive in that tough AFC South. Because, Joe Burrow and Herbert's deals are not that far behind too. So, you know what I'm saying? Just end this stuff, man. But
hey, they could make it more difficult, Herbert and Burrow. So Lamar Jackson, I want him to get the best deal he can possibly get, but I don't want him to cave under the pressure of having to sign a deal because, things are starting to cave in on him on a day-by-day basis. And this deal only closed that room for him. So it's getting tighter for him. So he's going to have to, make a decision. I like when you, said, hey, sign Nicole up as an agent, right? So she could possibly get him a similar type deal, but hey, man, we're all on the outside looking in, and that's tough for everybody, including media, because we're basically waiting on Lamar Jackson to say something. So,
yeah,
Jalen Hurts definitely made it difficult for him today.
Hey, and again, shout out to Jalen Hurts, man. You got that bag, man. Appreciate it, man.
Tell him to bring me my money.
Shout out to the young brother, man. Congratulations on your deal, man.
Salute, man.
Lamar, find your way back to the table, dog. You got to see somewhere in between here, man. That's all we got, man. Appreciate y'all checking us out. Check out Big Talk Sports. We'll be here with your daily stuff. Obviously, we're still centric around the NFC South, but we're going to bring all things football, other sports as well. Check us out. Appreciate y'all. Peace.
Salute.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.